Arizona. You're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the men's volleyball program at Trinity Christian College in Palos Heights. With me today, we're very fortunate. We've got head coach Rob Prohaska, right, Coach? Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And on my left, we have junior Alex Costa. Did I say it right? Yep. And Alex, what position do you play?
I'm an outside hitter.
Outside hitter, all right. And we are at the front end of their season. They're just about to kick off. They've got a big tournament coming up. And so we're going to talk about the season, how things are going. I'm going to turn it to the coach first, though. Coach, can you give a little bit of your background, volleyball, and as a coach and head coach here?
So this is my 7th year with Trinity, 5th year as the head coach of the men's team. I have pretty much been involved in volleyball in the southwest side of Chicago for the last 30 years, having played locally at Marist High School and club volleyball through high school. And I've been a coach at the high school, club, and now the collegiate circuit, so pretty much tied into the Southside volleyball community quite a bit.
And how long have you been the head coach here?
5 years as head coach.
Congratulations. And I, when we were talking earlier, you did mention, just so a shout out for you and your family, you are a Palos guy too, right?
I am a Palos guy of 18 years, resident.
All right. It's good to have you here then. So the season's getting ready to kick off, and you know you've had your preseason practices going, and you got the tournament coming up. You've been here for several years, so I'm sure you know your roster pretty well. I'm going to ask both of you. Coach, I'm going to let you take a run at it first. Expectations for the season, like how do you feel going into it? How has preseason practice been going?
So preseason practice has been great. For the first time in a couple of years, we have a full roster again of 17 athletes. So that's definitely helped with the depth and numbers for practice purposes. My expectation never changes every single year. We're pretty much looking for a top conference slot. I expect a battle amongst about 3 to 4 teams within conference for the conference championship, and if we're fortunate enough to win that, we might get our first bid to the national tournament this year. So definitely looking for an above 600 winning percentage, as always every year, and just fight for that top conference spot.
It's nice to be heading into a season like that's part of it. Compete at that highest level for that tournament bid you're waiting for, to know that you're going to be in the run for a conference title, for example. So Alex, Coach warned you up there. How about you? What does the season look like for you going forward?
I feel like we're going to have a very good team this year. Last year we only had like 10 guys, so I feel like since we have a full roster, we have those pieces to the puzzle that we didn't have necessarily last year. I feel like we do have the pieces that will fit great with our roster right now. I feel like we have that ability to be one of those top teams in the conference, and like he said, get to the conference championship, maybe nationals if we can do it.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned the word, and I want to speak to it a little bit, getting the pieces in the right place. I mean, volleyball, you know, especially, I think all sports have positions, and we understand that, but because of the fluidity of the sport, the pace of it, to have the right guys and there's a kind of a synchronicity. Do you have those guys who can do that? I don't know, Coach, do you want to talk about the team? Alex, do you want to take that about your teammates a little bit, about those different guys and how they fit together?
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to start off with my brother. He was an alumni, but now he's coming back for one season, which is nice to have my brother playing with me. He's like 3 years older than me, so it's a bit of a jump, but it's going to be great. So he's another outside hitter along with me. Mike Hay, he's our middle. He's really good. He improved so much since last year, and I'm just excited to see where he goes. Nick Mione and Ryan Schmidt are setters, amazing setters. They've both grown. Everyone on the team has grown, but Nick Mione might now play right side and set, so that's another situation we have that we could fill in with our roster. And our liberos are amazing. One of the best liberos I've ever played with. But our team is looking very good this year.
Good. I mean, it's got to be great, especially when you're talking about you need some flexibility, but to also have, like, you do have that guy, you have that guy. Do you want to talk? He mentioned liberos. Do you want to talk about them a little bit?
Our liberos are very strong, and they really are a key to a successful program, is having a strong libero. We fortunately have 3 in the program right now that anyone can get the nod to get the job done at any given time. We will likely, hopefully, run 2 liberos per match this year, which we haven't done in the past. So again, with the depth this year we have, it's nice to have those options. As far as versatility goes, our roster is full of versatile athletes, many who can play 3 positions, if not even more. We've added some adult graduate students to our roster this year who are bringing not only just skill and talent, but wisdom and age and expertise. And that's key for our roster as well. And to kind of round it all off, the handful of new guys we have, the incoming freshmen, are the real hungry athletes. You know, they are getting pushed every single day by our veteran athletes, and they're pushing on them right back and just making them better every single day.
And you need that, I was to say, you need that versatility. You need the experience, the maturity, you know, to have those guys around. And it's a long season, right? And knock on wood, nobody's going to get hurt. But yeah, at some point, somebody's going to need a break or a blow, or maybe we'll have an easy, fast injury to recover from. And part of that longevity of getting through the whole thing, maybe that's the transition point. So heading into this season, you've got the big tournament coming up. Are there other big matches? I'm going to ask you both that like you look forward to, whether it's a rivalry or you just know that's a big, you know, match and that's the one you want to get after.
Oh, I'm looking forward to facing St. X in the next couple weeks. It's our first conference game. It's a big game, everyone knows, but we just got to bring it.
Is that here or there?
It's there.
All right. Well, good luck, Coach.
St. Xavier is always top of our list, and they know that. It's a mutual respected rivalry between us, and they put out a strong team every year, and we give them the best we can. A couple other notable matches, probably Calumet College of St. Joe, a very strong season last year. I'm expecting a lot out of Judson University this year. Cardinal Stritch is always they're always traditionally strong, a bit of a mystery at times. And the reality is, any team in our conference can get the job done on any given day. So we're looking forward to a good competitive season with them all.
Good, good. You know, mention back to the St. Xavier thing is kind of interesting because obviously they're probably, 10 minutes away from here, 15 minutes. And probably, yeah, right, it's a community thing. And probably, I'm going to guess, you know athletes on that team too, right? There's got to be a lot of crossover that way.
Yeah. So some of the people that go there now went to Marist, and when I was at Richards, we did play Marist a couple times. So I do know them from playing in high school and also club. Club was a big community around here, so everyone played. So everyone knows everyone. But it's always fun to play against people you know, just because it's just more friendly at the end. In the game, may not be, but afterwards, it's just fun.
It has that competitive edge to it for sure. Coach, I'm going to turn to you for a second. What do you like best about being a coach, or a coach maybe specifically at Trinity Christian?
You know, it's hard for me to not vision myself in the gym after being in it for so long. I love being around the game. I love watching the game grow. I would probably say the most influential part of my job that I really enjoy is working with the guys I get to work with. I love seeing new talent who may be a little bit undersized or a little bit, just maybe not as conditioned as other student athletes. I like watching them grow in the game and getting them on the court with our team and just watching them progress from their first semester here to their last, and just seeing the growth that they show over 4 years.
It is probably one of the most rewarding parts of coaching or teaching for that matter, watching the growth, watching somebody develop, especially, you kind of mentioned, like, what if they don't look the way, fit a certain profile or, but they either bring intangibles or work ethic they get after in a way that makes it special, and then watch them grow and develop with that thing. I'm going to turn away from volleyball for just a second. Alex, I'm going to put you on the spot. You're a junior, right? I'm assuming you've got a declared major. You're on track to graduate at some point. What are you studying, and what's the plan down the road?
So I'm studying physical education, and I would really like to work with high school students just because me personally, I feel like I could connect with more high school students on a different level. Not only just teaching them, but like caring for them, making sure that they know that I'm going to be there for them during class, during school, outside of school. But it's not, when people think of physical education, they usually think of just playing sports in a class. For me, it's just creating that bond with the students and being able to not only be their teacher, but to be someone who they'll eventually look up to.
Yeah, being a teacher, like you said, it's more than that, and PE is more than that. Obviously, PE in high school it's got a lot more going on than just rolling a ball out mentality. Do you think? I mean, I don't. It's way down the road. I don't want to, make you commit to anything. Would you like to stay in the area? Is that, and are you going to coach volleyball too? Is that part of the plan?
Yeah. So right now I'm looking to start at Richards, my old high school. I really like it there. The environment there is amazing. All the teachers were always so helpful. And Troy Gravengood, he was my high school coach. So yeah, learning from him, also Coach Rob here. I feel like I would love to coach volleyball. I feel like I have the knack for it. My brother, who is also playing on the team, he coaches at Richards too. So I feel like that'll be a good duo to have in like a high school setting.
All right, good luck. That's exciting. I hope so. I love the plan, and I hope it well works out for you. That's great. Final question for both of you, and definitely part as a coach, as an athlete, drawing on inspiration, whether it's somebody to celebrate and help get you, or those rough moments when you need help to get through something. Coach, how about you first? Who do you draw inspiration from?
The people that keep me going every day is one of the guys just sitting right next to me right here, along with the rest of the 15 guys on my roster. It's the only reason I do it is to work with these young men and really just trying to get them on the right track within life and not just in volleyball. And it keeps me coming to the gym every day.
It is great when you get to work with athletes who energize you that way, right? Like when you look at, maybe Alex, for example, like his work ethic, his passion for it, and that can be a source of inspiration for sure. I know that. I love that opportunity. Alex, how about you?
So actually, I'm gonna go back to someone who's playing on the team now, my brother. He's always been coaching me up. My whole family has, but he's the more player I'm like. I feel like I learned a lot from him over my years growing up. I started playing volleyball when I was in 5th grade, so I feel like I have that knack for it, like I said earlier. Just to have him in my corner and on the team now, it's just a big inspiration for me to try my best, do my best for him, because I know that he's the one that taught me all of it.
I'm thinking for you, I'm so happy for you that you get that opportunity, that somebody who's a source of inspiration and obviously a family member, but this time you get to play together again. What a great role model to have in your life. So good luck. Congratulations with it. Alex, Coach Prohaska, good luck this year, guys, kicking off the season, and wish you guys the best. I hope Trinity has that season, and hopefully you're in that tournament at the end. All right, good luck, man. I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the men's volleyball program at Trinity Christian College. Thank you for watching.